Welcome, Taurus Gemini, to your Astrodice reading for September. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you and your Astrodice. Best message, please, for Taurus Gemini. Best message for Taurus Gemini. Ooh, going straight into the 11th house. I have a lot of 11th house, a lot of wishes, but we're also in the Mercury retrograde, so you know, this one's always not usually as devastating for most signs. So it's the last one. It's a little weaker, but we do have some Scorpio energy coming in and going straight into that Aries. Ooh, that Mars. Not Aries so much as Mars. Having that Mars energy coming out, your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. So there is definitely something you are definitely wanting to fight through, something that's really empowering you, and there's a lot of passion behind that because of the fire. Fire is always passion. So definitely having the power and the drive to want to do so, and doing it with some Scorpion energy. Wow. Okay. So the Scorpion energy that is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. So there could be something secretive that you are keeping to yourself about something that you definitely want to be, I don't know, something that you want or something you want to be doing. I don't know, I keep feeling like there's something secretive I want to do, but I keep it to myself. I don't want others to know. Going straight into the 11th house, and that's because of where the grants that wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So, let's see what's going on over here. I do feel like there is something a little secretive going on, though. You definitely want to bring that to light because I can feel that energy to where I don't want you to really know that this is what I'm planning or I'm thinking about doing. Going straight into the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. Let's figure this out. I have control of the situation, but I'm not completely sure where it is. That could be the secret. Maybe that's why you haven't said anything about this secret. I'm telling you, you guys have some kind of secret that you want to do, something. A secret just means I keep it to myself. I don't want to share with others until either I am. And you have that Taurus in you. So Taurus doesn't want to do anything until they're sure about where they're going and where they're stepping. So definitely feeling that. And there's this helpless and kind of hopeless situation. And that's just because you have all this control and this passion and this drive to get to where you want. But there's this kind of unsurety that I'm not sure that this is going to actually help the situation at the time. So I'm a little helpless and hopeless to really not knowing whether or not this luck is going to come through. Is this really going to work? I'm feeling it. Awaiting the results. Detach. The loss and the darkest fears. So there is definitely something that's going on that I do believe is a little secretive within yourself this month, that you're really trying to embrace the situation because you're really wanting to open up for the desire. There it is. Because you really want the desire to really be able to open up, to embrace the situation the way it needs to be done. But there is a fear that it is not going to go the way that you really want to go. So if you embrace it, then you're like, okay, if I start embracing this, then I can actually open up about it. Now, opening up about it means now I want to tell that secret. I want to tell the world what I'm doing. But I'm not sure that this is going to happen. And in the mid-month, you may even feel like, you know what, it's not going to go this way. I might need to detach from the situation or detach from this person. Because there could be some kind of compatibility issue going on within maybe a love relationship or something that is not feeling like it's going successfully the way you want it to go, whichever way. Because remember, it's friends and social occasions as well. So, got a little tongue-tied there, sorry. So we have the control and not really sure of what's going on this month. It does feel like it's a little wishy-washy, kind of all over the place. Let's just kind of look at it from the whole over here. Yes, a lot of reflection going on, kind of cutting through this stuff, but really watching the situation, not feeling that, ooh, someone feels guilty about the situation. It can be yourself. I do feel it's yourself. I feel like it is a little guilt on your part. And I think it's because you can't figure out in the beginning of the month which way this really needs to go. You're trying to keep either your monetary gains together or this partnership or really getting to this luck. I'm just going to leave it on the luck area because it could be monetary gains for some of you, and it also could be love or relationships. So you will know what it is when it sparks, right? You watch, you know exactly what it is, because it hits home. But it's the helpless and hopeless of I'm not going to be recognized for the dream that I want, for the success that I want. I feel like I want to move forward within the situation, and I am pushing hard with the Mars. The Mars is not going to allow you to give up just yet, right? Right now, you're just going to keep uniting yourself with the situation because this is a desire of something that you really want. This is where you want your increased wealth, health, love, however it is. So definitely having a lot of positivity and in the situation in the beginning of the month, but also having a little negativity. So I do feel the teeter-totter, imbalance. Awaiting the results is the change of the world. Now, I love that. Okay, so wait. Just everyone stop, right? Because we're teeter-tottering in the beginning of the month. We're not sure where we're going. We're not sure if we're coming or going, but I'm going to fight for what I want. I feel a little guilty because maybe I could have fought harder, or maybe I need to think harder. But the mid-month is actually talking about awaiting the results of this change. And I'm also going to say the challenge, because I do believe, though, Taurus, Gemini, that it definitely is some kind of challenge. You put yourself into a challenge mode of yourself. I do believe it's more of a challenge of self. And sometimes those are the hardest ones. Because you could say, I could challenge another and maybe win or lose. But when I challenge myself, win or lose, it's hard. It's harder, right? It's harder. With the Ace of Wands, though, you're really waiting for this direct new beginning where it's going to be able to take the action towards the dream of what you really want. Now, the detaching is interesting because it's saying now I have to detach from something. Does it want you to detach? Yeah, it wants you to detach from something that wants you to just detach from the guilt. That's all it is. Detach from the emotions that keep you imbalanced. That way you can change the luck around within the relationship to whatever this relationship is. Once you have the personal efforts, then it will be allowed to bear the fruits. So it really, what it wants you to do is detach from the emotion of the guilt and the helplessness to more of the positivity. This will also help detach from the darkest fears. That's the stress. That's the negativity. This will help increase the sense of victory, right? We know that, yes. And bring back the strength and the courage. So you're actually going to see a lot more strength and courage come towards the mid-month as you are definitely finding this Mars, again, this fiery energy, really starting to really, inflame you, imbue you, surround you. Something's going to happen. It's not a big reading, okay? Most of our bigger readings are at the beginning of the month, those readings. Something is going to happen that's going to push you to the point to where you're going to say, I have to give more. I have to become more courageous. I have to give up this feeling of guilt. I have to push harder. I have to become more masterful, more intense, more dynamic. Yeah, it's going to help you travel towards greener grass. That's really what it is, because now you're going to let go of that to where you can actually feel like the success is then all of a sudden kind of coming towards you a little bit more. It's going to be a very slow energy no matter what, but you're definitely going to have this feeling of where you can actually feel like more opportunities are coming for you. And I think it might be even more of an energy change, because as you are changing your energy to a more strength, then your creativity will also open up a little bit more, and then you will start finding that you might see from a perspective site. Hey, you know what? Maybe I missed this, or maybe I missed that. So all of a sudden, you get more text message, more opportunities moving up the ladder. And then you find more compatibility within the area of what you're looking for as your faith is actually rising, as you're depleting kind of that negative energy. With the sacral chakra, you're finding the desires. Now, we're talking about the desires of what the true heart really wants. And this is where the drive is going to also fly through. And this is for the overall success within the situation. So there's going to be more excitement in the way you want to speak and the way you do things. There's that secret. I knew it. Wanting to now expose the secret. Now wanting to use the intuition and speak the secret. Right? Now you want to speak from the heart. Let others know what you're going on. Speak your truth and let them know this is where I was feeling justified. This is where I feel this is fair. And then all of a sudden embrace the situation as the change now is coming through with the world. These cards are the same. This card and the embrace are you're waiting for the change. Now here comes the change. Now the change you're going to feel more in the energy first, guys, then you're going to actually 100% see. Why? Because this is going to allow you to be happy. This is going to allow you to increase the happiness and the compatibility of things and be able to become clearer about the situation with the priestess, the high priestess. So this way you can actually focus more on the plans and see things that you might have missed before. And that's a very good thing, because now you're going to have this sense of I'm doing things for myself, and things are actually moving in the way I want them to move. You may even have to, get rid of something and detach from something that was actually holding you back. Besides just energy and thinking in itself, maybe you were holding on to something that just was not working. And you know what? I can't hold on to that anymore, because if I keep holding on to that, it's not allowing my 11th house to shine. It's not allowing my wishes and my dreams to come through. It's just hindering everything. So not only would it be emotions and energy that's hindering you, it could even be something physical. It could even be a person that's holding you back, a job, something. Right? Spending too much money, whatever it is. But this is allowing you to take more control over the situation as you are opening up now and becoming more balanced. There is the balance that I was looking for. And now you can actually weigh your pros and cons to the situation, and your business will start booming. And the profits and percentages will be much better, and you're going to see more fair earnings and more fair, just fairity in itself with the Justice card. Everything's going to feel more fair, and it's going to feel like, you know what, I'm going to throw these up in the air and I'm actually be able to come back to me, and everything's going to be because of the strength and confidence that you have going on in the mid-month with the Queen of Wands. So the goals and profits will then start increasing along also with your creativity and the things that you're actually looking for. So this is a very good thing. And you could have this King of Swords coming through. Wow, with a gold card. So you might even have this Aquarius that comes through, and he's going to actually do something professional for you to increase the 11th house for the friends, for the social occasions, for the situation, which actually allows you to feel like you're shining and going after the goals that you really want. So, wow. So you will show the positivity in all the matters towards the end of the month, right towards probably about the 15th, 16th, 17th, you're really going to start shining. Wow. I don't know. And then you have this King of Swords coming through that is just showing this cooperation with you and this compatibility to be able to get to what you really need. And if you have any kind of long distance travel that is coming through this situation, and maybe you're having car problems, I don't know where that's coming from, I'm just throw out what I hear, and you're having car problems, you now have this person over here who is going to actually try to help the situation instead of hindering the situation. Because then all of a sudden, all the plans and the things that are going through, you will actually be able to see start really coming towards you as this person says, hey, but you know what? Maybe you could go to this store instead of that store because that store is too far away and your car won't make it. That type of scenario. So, like I said, any of those little scenarios that do not resonate, guys, just throw them away. There's just examples of things that I hear coming through my mind. And I'm just telling you right now, there's something that you're going to have to take advantage of the fortune of the circumstances towards the end of the month that's going to switch everything around. And it definitely even could be a family member who's going to do something, and they might even be you might be waiting for an inheritance of a car or something, and you're going to receive this, which is going to change your sense of mobility. I don't know. Like I said, I just throw it out. But that's it right there. And however it is, or whatever it is, you're going to be moving in a direction that you've never been moving in before, which is going to keep you on a more positive note, where right now you're just kind of all over the place. Well, and it's not going to take long either, because I don't think that this is very long. I would say this is probably about, today's like the 8th or so, and I'm going to say this is going to be somewhere around the 10th or the 11th for the majority of you. I'm not going to hold that to everybody. There's a lot of you, but for who I'm picking up, this is going to be not very long. And for someone, it has something to do with a car, travel, to get to work, to do the things they need to do. Okay. Okay, my friends. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.